What is going on, everyone? Is back again with another review. In today's video, we're going to be predicting the June monthly rewards. Obviously, we know there's going to be a new Lightning player this month and a ton of new cards. This actually just came out from the MLB Show account on the Cut4 Twitter. They said, caption this, they said, Magic Baseball. Will I be the Lightning player of the month? So we'll see what happens with that. But Ohtani did have a really good month, as we'll check out in a minute. Yeah, I just thought this tweet was interesting. Late before I started recording, they tweeted this out, so that was kind of funny. All right, we're gonna get a ton of different categories here. We're gonna be starting with RBIs. Obviously, Ohtani is leading that category, as we said. And then we got Corbin Carroll, who's been playing really well for the Diamondbacks, and then we keep going with Josh Naylor, Corey Seager, and Brian De La Cruz. So yeah, definitely interesting from the top 5 right there. Also got some more guys as we scroll down that could get some cards. I definitely think, you know, a lot of the rookies could get one from the Reds. So we'll see what happens on that front. If we look at home runs in the month of June, obviously Ohtani still leading this one with Carroll. Matt Olson's up here, Luis Robert, and then we have Acuna, Albies, Betts, Marte, Rosario tied for that 5th spot. So a lot of guys hitting some nukes, but Ohtani way ahead of the pack this month. So playing really well baseball, at least in the home run category. So we could definitely see a couple of these guys. I think Corbin Carroll and Ohtani probably going to get a card, in my opinion. If I had to get 2 hitters, they're probably it. Now let's take a look at average, because we obviously know who's going to be #1 in this category. It's obvious going to be Luis Arias from the Miami Marlins, still performing insanely well. So yeah, playing really well baseball. We got Josh Naylor, then we got Ohtani, Michael Harris, then Corey Seager. So a lot of guys batting over 300 right now in the month of June. So you can definitely take that into account on who you think is going to get a player card. But yeah, a lot of good guys. Let's go to the OPS category next. Leading this one, we have Ohtani, Rosario, Marte, Walker, and Corbin Carroll as the top 5, leading that batting over, or have OPS over 1,000, I mean. So that's pretty good overall, and we have 11 players over 1,000 OPS in the month of June. So really good on that side for these guys. I mean, I could definitely see a lot of these guys getting cards. I mean, just depends who they pick and who hasn't got one yet, to be honest, because we've seen Arias get one before, and I'm not sure if any of these other guys up here have gotten one yet. I could be wrong, but I just don't remember. So let's look at most hits this month. It's obviously similar to the average, but Arias is still up there, Naylor's up there, obviously Ohtani, Seager, Acuna, Michael Harris, Matt McClain from the Reds up there. Shout out to him. You know, obviously Ramirez, Tatis, and Walker all tied at 7. So a lot of guys on this list. I think the Reds have got to get a couple cards right here, because they've been playing some really good baseball. And some of the guys individually have been playing pretty well as well. So exciting to see those guys get a couple cards. Yeah, so let's go to the pitchers right here. In the month of June, obviously the most 40 innings right there on Ranger Suarez from the Philadelphia Phillies. Alcantara, Bryce Elder, Galligan. Then Kevin Gossman lead out the top 5 in innings pitched. This is obviously a good category for the stamina. We obviously have a roster, upgrade coming pretty soon, or update coming pretty soon. So it'll be interesting to see, if these guys get stamina updates or anything like that. But definitely been performing well. You can just look by the ERA, especially Ranger Suarez in the 1. So pretty good for him. So let me look at the ERA category for pitchers in the month of June. But we can look at the saves over here. Obviously, we've seen a lot of saves. I mean, Alexis Diaz is going to be up here. I don't think he's blown a save all year. So him at the #2 spot at 10. Roriano for the Toronto Blue Jays up here at 11. Devado from the San Francisco Giants is at 9. Then we have Raisel Iglesias also at 9 as we round out that top 4. And then Batista is at 8 as well. So these guys pretty much have only blown like 1 save this month, so not terrible. But Alexis Diaz, I don't think he's blown a save all season, so that's actually really impressive to see from him, especially as a closing pitcher. So interesting overall. But yeah, we'll see who gets the upgrade in the pitching category. A lot of these guys I think could get some good upgrades. Let's take a look at strikeouts over the month of June. Kevin Gausman is at #1 at 50 strikeouts. We have Blake Snell #2. We have Braxton Garrett on the Miami Marlins at #3. Dylan Cease and Spencer Strider rounding out that top 5. So 50 strikeouts is really good in 1 month, especially looking at those innings pitched. I mean, Snell's got 4 less innings than Gausman. He's got the same amount of strikeouts. So that's pretty impressive overall at 31 innings pitched. So yeah, a lot of these guys could definitely get some upgrades or definitely get a card. I think Ohtani's probably going to get a card this month, if I had to guess. I do think there's like a couple more pitchers, probably a couple relief pitchers. I think Strider could definitely get a card. I think a guy like Zach Galligan could probably get a card. I think he's been performing really good all season, but he's got one before, so maybe he doesn't get one. But there's a lot of guys that could get a card, I think, this month. Yeah, and if you look at the wins category, there's only a couple guys that are 4-0 still. You know, obviously everyone's leading this one at 4, but Taijuan Walker, Marcus Stroman, I think deserves a card. You obviously have Joe Musgrove's been pitching pretty well this month. He could probably get a card. Kershaw could probably get a card, I think, right there. So there's a couple of these guys I think that definitely deserve one. You know, that I could personally see, but it would be pretty interesting to see who they give the cards to for the pitching category. You know, if we go back and look at the hitters real quick, I think Ohtani is probably, I don't know, he's got a lot of cards in the game, but he's definitely has been hitting really well and pitching really well this month, and as you've seen the tweet from earlier in the video, so suggesting he could get that lightning card. So Ohtani definitely gonna get a card probably. I think Ketel Marte could probably get one, maybe Corbin Carroll or Christian Walker. I think one of these Arizona players is definitely gonna get a card in my opinion. Yeah, we could see a guy like Tatis get a card. I don't think he's got one this season yet. I don't. Same thing with Acuna. I'm not sure if he's gotten one yet either. But yeah, a lot of players performing really well in the month of June. So it's going to be interesting to see who is actually going to get that one. As we do know, this update is probably going to be on July 5th, which is a Wednesday. So we're going to have to see what happens on that side. So should be pretty interesting as we go into the next weeks of MLB The Show with all the all-star content, all that stuff coming out. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.